What's up, guys? Welcome to Straight from the Chest. My name is Justin Groth, and I'm your host on this personal development podcast. Guys, if you're new, thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for giving me your listening ear. If you're old, thank you for giving me your listening ear. Thank you for giving me your time. Those things mean a lot to me, guys. Hey, so check this out. So if you're in a gym, then you probably have seen this training utensil. It's called a Bosu ball, Basu ball, however you want to pronounce it. Okay, I pronounce it Bosu. Anyways, this ball, if you're unfamiliar with it, it is generally light blue or gray in color. It's kind of a sphere shaped. It looks like a dome, a little bubble, half of a little bubble dome. So if you've ever seen a stability ball, which everybody probably has, it's like that, but half of it, and there is a hard plastic surface on the bottom of the ball. Okay, so people use it more fundamentally for balancing and honestly, I don't even know why people use them because they're worthless. And the reason why I feel that way is there are a myriad of reasons, but when you use a Bosu ball, when I say we, most people in the gym that have been in the gym for any length of time and or have had proper training and guidance and education in the gym, we look at the Bosu as a POS. It doesn't serve any purpose. There is hardly any use or utility behind it. Even if you convey the fact that, oh, I use it for stability and balance, because obviously when you put your foot on something of an unbalanced or unstable surface, there is movement and there is unpredictable oscillations that will occur within you placing your foot on that surface. So they think there's utility in the whole unpredictable stability of the ball and trying to maintain your stability and balance through standing on the ball or doing exercise on the ball. Okay, the problem with that is as it equates and transfers into real life, that doesn't make any sense because you're not on unstable ground when you're walking on the earth, right? So it makes more sense from a progressive tone to utilize weight and do it on a ground surface, flat ground, right? And you can progress in a sense of, if you want to progress with your stability and balance, you can do so with unilateral or one-limbed exercises or single leg exercises or single arm exercises. You can do that. We're not talking about single arm, we're talking about more or less single leg exercises. But you can do so with unilateral work, okay? With weight on flat ground, you're going to progress a lot faster. You'll be a lot stronger as a byproduct, and well over the Bosu. Okay, so there's really no argument for the Bosu. People say that it's functional training. It's not functional training. It has no utility in functional training because whenever functional training is realistically the definition of what you would do in real life, what you would need to function in real life, okay? That means you carrying heavy stuff, picking heavy stuff off the ground, pressing heavy stuff over your head, squatting heavy stuff. I mean, you're going to do those things in real life well before you're walking on an unstable surface. Unless you're a tightrope walker or something, there is no reason to use a Bosu, even for rehabilitation. Okay, I'm going on a tangent here. Thank you if you're still with me. But here's the thing, what I'm trying to illustrate here. When you see somebody in the gym using this Bosu ball, more often than not, they don't know what they're doing. And the reason why I pretense that is because if they did know what they were doing, they did have a fundamental understanding of exercise physiology and the way the body works, and obviously movement mechanics, biomechanical, just from a biomechanical standpoint, you would not use the Bosu ball. You wouldn't waste your training dollar, so to speak, your energy on a Bosu ball. If we had to look at energy as training money, you wouldn't waste your training money doing exercises on a Bosu ball or you could get further doing them in a more progressive resistance manner on flat ground. Progressive resistant manner on flat ground. So, more often than not, people that use the Bosu, they're just trying to place some trickery in the gym on you, put some trickery on you that looks like they know what they're doing, and they're even somewhat advanced because they're using this Bosu ball and they're balancing on it while doing God knows what. And they're almost like they're trying to fool you because they're like, look what I can do. But everybody who knows better, which is people that have been well trained, well versed in the gym, have been in there for some length of time, they can see right through that. And they see that they're just placating. And they're wanting, really, these people are trying to be accepted in the space. I know it seems weird to say this, but they're trying to be accepted in the space of fitness, or in the gym ethos, so to speak. And they think the way to do it is by standing on something that looks like it's nuance and doing something that they deem nuance. And they think that people are going to look at them and be like, wow, look what he or she's doing. And I hate to burst your bubble, guys, but that's not what we see. And that's not what we think, because we understand better. Now, you're probably wondering, what does this have to do with real life, Justin? You're great at running on tangents and running off course, but what does this have to do with real life? More often than not, you're twiddling your thumbs with the wrong thing. You're spending your energy and your training dollar on the wrong thing. Something that you think has utility and doesn't. And you're trying to just showboat for people around you to be accepted, instead of putting your nose to the grindstone, doing the things that you know are fundamentally grounded in progression, instead of doing things that you think people want to see just to be accepted, or people want to hear just to be accepted. And that's the difference between Bosu training and actual real life functional training to be a better human, a stronger version of who you are, and really what you can create on your own. Okay? That's the difference. Nobody cares if you're doing something that is inauthentic just to get votes, inauthentic just to get views. They can see right through it. Just like I can see right through that person doing shit on the Bosu ball. I can see right through it. And it doesn't impress me. And it doesn't impress me because I understand that they're only doing it because they think that's what everybody else is going to accept them by. Here's a news flash. No one cares what you do. You're the only one that cares. So if you're the only one that cares, you better do something that brings value to your life. Not only that, you better bring something that can bring value to other people's lives. And I'm telling you that if you continue this process by showboating, instead of actually predicating your life behind the actual practices that are innate to you and implicit in your being already, and you know what they are, you're just scared to facilitate them. You're scared to expose them. If you keep doing that, you will continuously be a fake version of what you were called to be, and you'll always come up short. You're a discounted version of what you could be. Don't be the guy or the girl in the Bosu doing lunges or doing squats in the Bosu. It serves no purpose. Get some weight on your lap, put some weight on your head, shoulders, and start doing things on flat ground, because that's where it matters the most. Doesn't matter that you can do things on unstable surface. You know why? Because that's not real life. And just like that's not real life, it's not real life for you to showboat and placate who you are to everybody else just because you think that's what they want to hear and that's what they want to see. If that's how you feel, join a circus. Because that's effectively what you're displaying. You're displaying, I want to show you what I think you want to see. I want to give you what I think you want to hear. I want to give you what I think you want. So I'm going to do this little acrobatic act for you, and then hopefully you think I'm of some value. And that's sad if you feel that way. But the only way this is going to work, the only way this process is going to unfold in the way that it should and manifest into something great is if you actually come to grips with who you are. You come to grips with who you are and what you're great at and how you think, and you display that to the public. Or you may not have to display it to the public, but you actively don't discount who you are for just the receive of other people's acceptance. You'll be accepted by the right people if you're who you are authentically. You will not be accepted by the wrong people. But that's the whole name of the game, right? Be accepted into the tribe that you are actually, coming into acceptance for the tribe that's best suited and fitted for you. Stop trying to fit into a tribe that you don't care about and that isn't who you are. That is just instant death. It's instant suicide. With not only abdicating yourself from the gifts that God gave you, not putting them into practice, and then not being who you could entirely be to not only yourself, but the value that others would gain from you being who you were created to be. A pure version of the individual subject that is you. A pure version. That's what you want. But that's going to take guts. That's going to take you having guts. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to fall and you're not going to come into these times of like disassociation with what you're doing or negative thoughts or just being or becoming like disenchanted where you are. You're going to have those days, weeks, months, whatever. But here's the gain. And here's what you have to employ. You have to employ getting out of those funks and getting back on the horse and actually steamrolling into the future with what you have. Because you may not have everything, but you got a little bit of something, and that something is gold, man. And if you allow yourself to just throw that away because it's not really enough yet, or it's not that big, then you are effectively throwing away a piece of you that when it's blossomed and comes to fruition could actually be your legacy and help many others in their own processes as well. You want to lead by example. You want to actually have something of substantial measure, but you're not willing to get refined to get that. And all of our refining processes look different. And all of our challenges are going to look different. But if you're not willing to move out of the space of just trying to showboat and placate for people to become accepted and put some real weight on your back and do things the right way and gather some guts, then this thing is just nothing. Nothing. You may actually live a mediocre life. And when I say mediocre, I mean mediocre. And you may get offended by that, but what I'm trying to illustrate is that you are not made for mediocrity. So being that as it is, not made for mediocrity, why would you allow yourself to receive that title in life? And you're going to receive that title if you don't put any pressure on yourself. If you don't put any weight on your back, you're going to have that title or that label on your forehead. And God doesn't make mediocre people. You're not mediocre. But if you choose to evolve in this type of a pattern, by showboating and placating and just being what people want and not being able to go out on the sidelines to stand apart, then yeah, you're probably going to live a mediocre life. But one good thing about that mediocre life, and I will give you this, you don't have to have any responsibility attached to it. Very, very little, if any. And you can kind of just seep through the cracks, stay off the grid a little bit, not have to worry about people, coming in your direction and pointing fingers, or you don't have to worry about that as much because nobody will really even notice you at that point. But then again, the whole reason why you want to play on the BOSU is because you want to be noticed. So then that argument is effectively dismissed. Because you're doing this in the first place to be noticed. So I know you want to be noticed and I know you want to be accepted. So why don't you become noticed and accepted for the things that you're actually called to be accepted and noticed by? Done.